What's going on? What's going on? It's your man Mal C219 TV Midwest Connecting, man. Teach for life. But let's not forget, GoFundMe is not life insurance. And if you in them streets, please put some money on your head before somebody else do, man. And here they go with this disrespect, man. Here they go with the disrespect. Y'all know, everybody know what's going on. We saw what's in the YouTube streets. We saw what's in the Facebook streets. You know what I'm saying? They coming at a legend. They coming at a legend, man. Then it came and Smokey with it. First Puff, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. Who else? Finesse 2 times. But yo, man, they coming at a king, man. So y'all know, man, we got to tap into this, man. Charges have been filed. You have 3, what you want to call them? You have 3. Look at this setup, first of all. Here we go again, black on black crime at its finest. Old light-skinned pretty boy lawyer figured he about Smokey age, so he figured, now mind you, check the stats. I think Smokey is 80-something. He in his 80s, early 80s. Look at the old light-skinned brother. Here go this old young one. It's a money grab. Who says, I ain't, now, much respect, we don't condone anybody that, innocent till proven guilty. And if he did commit these crimes in any way, shape, or form, if Smokey committed these crimes, okay, he definitely should be held accountable. But we finna tap in, man, get your popcorn. Because to me, they coming at the idols, man. And being 50, see, this is where you YNs got to see, being 50 is a privilege, man. Because we actually remember Smokey. I remember Cruz, and I remember around the Temptation time. I remember Smokey Robinson because I'm a music guy, so I remember him as a kid. Growing up, we remember Smokey, man. Smokey was a playboy before he was like, y'all might look at, compare to Genuine or something. Y'all, that might be y'all Smokey Robinson, or who could be the young Smokey Robinson? Usher, nah. What's the dude name that sing? Who could be the young? I don't know. Find somebody with some green eyes, and that's y'all Usher. I mean, that's y'all Smokey. But here they go, man. We got the trial. You know how we do when we spin the block. I let the plumber do the plumbing, man. So I went and got the actual trial footage out these UT streets. So y'all tap in, man. Let's hear what they trying to do to Smokey, man. And we, let me know y'all reaction and what y'all think about what they bringing to the table. But look at the setup. The 2 lawyers look janky. It's finna get ugly, man. So let's see what they got to say while they trying to throw dirt on Smoke name, man.
In the middle?
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming here today. My name is John Harris, and this is my partner, Herbert Hayden, with the firm of Harris and Hayden. 3 of our 4
Harris
clients are
Hayden,
present
right
here today. They've been identified as Jane Does. There's 1 appearing remotely, who you can probably see on the screen.
And here she go. Here go Jane Doe again, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually the name of this video. Here come Jane Doe. Jane Doe is coming for. I done told y'all, man, stay the hell away from Jane Doe, fellas.
Also is Miss Guzman, who's interpreting for us today. This is to announce that earlier today in Los Angeles Superior Court, we filed a complaint against William Smokey Robinson Jr.
Big Willie.
And his spouse, Frances Robinson.
And they coming for the wife too?
The principal causes of action against Mr. Robinson in particular are sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, gender violence, and creating a hostile work environment. Obviously, these ladies are identified in the lawsuit as Does, Jane Does 1 through 4, to protect their privacy, since the lawsuit involves sexual misconduct of the worst sort. We're seeking damages of $50 million. Obviously, no amount of money can come.
Now, hold on. Y'all heard it. He's seeking 50. Is that not the number now? Old girl that just hit Shannon, she hit him for 50. So that's like the standard walk down number. So that's how you know when there's something else in the game. Look at the timing. Look at the representation. These ain't no Shapiro type lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Like the white dude that came at Jay-Z and them. Now he want to come at Smokey. Smokey. I'm tripping because it's Smokey, bro. Out of all the celebs, they them dug some dirt up on Smokey and his wife. So Smokey probably was, they making this as a case of Smokey messing with the help. Okay, allegedly, innocent until proven guilty. So this is where they going with it. This is their defense. They was the help. He was hiring them because they Mexican. So ain't too many brothers bringing Mexican women in the house, especially no fine ones, super fine ones. Your wife probably ain't having that. So he hiring them. So only way she gonna agree to it, she know they here to clean up, not get cleaned up. Wife ain't messing with Smokey. She older. She just, there for the rest of the ride. Man, do what you do. They didn't say nothing. Here we go. So let's just to give a quick timeline, but man, this is where they going with it. So I'm finna let them cook. I'm finna let them cook so we can see what's going on with Smokey.
Compensate these women.
Drop some in the comments.
For what Mr. Robinson subjected them to. But given the gravity of Mr. Robinson's despicable and reprehensible misconduct that is further detailed in the complaint, this amount is clearly warranted. Our 4 clients have a common thread. They're Hispanic women who were employed as housekeepers by the Robinsons, earning below minimum wage. As low-wage workers in vulnerable positions, they lack the resources and options necessary to protect themselves from sexual assaults throughout their tenure as employees for the Robinsons. Let me briefly summarize each of their individual claims. I repeat, I will not describe the details of the sexual assaults and rapes because they're too graphic and disturbing for this news conference. But you can read them in the complaints that we have provided with many of you today. Let's talk about Jane Doe number 1. She worked for the Robinsons for a little over a year, from January 2023 to February 24. Mr. Robinson first sexually assaulted and raped her in March of 23, as detailed in the complaint. What he would do was summons her to his blue bedroom, which you'll probably be hearing about later on. After having just showered, he would come out of the adjoining bathroom naked and proceed to force her to have sex with him against her will.
Oh, that's pretty damaging now.
He sexually assaulted and raped her in this manner 7 times. She quit in February 2024 because she could no longer endure these sexual assaults.
Now he getting it verbatim from, you hear the lady in the back interpreting everything he said. So shit, this happened 7 times. Now, men, this ain't nothing I mark you. This ain't nothing I ever try to figure out the mind state, because people act different, they react different. She may have needed a job. But you know the number one question is gonna come up. That immigration status, like, is that why you ain't say nothing? You over here illegal? And sometimes, you know, they try to, unfortunately, people with money, they take advantage of people that's over here illegal. And yo, you don't want me to deport you. So, but 7 times, I mean, you know, sometimes it ain't like it's a lot of jobs you can get, probably don't pay that much. So 7 times, that's kind of like man, that's a lot of times. That's a lot of times for grown women. Smokey 85 now. He 85. So this is something now. This is looking kind of, you know, what year this happened. You know, they got to get in all of that. You got to look at the timeline.
Jane Doe number 2. She worked for the Robinsons from May 2014 to February 2020.
Okay.
Smokey Robinson's modus operandi was somewhat different with her.
Damn, he hit us with a cold. Hold on.
He would ask her to meet him in.
Come on, man. He just hit us with some lawyer shit right there. This is why he was a lawyer. Hold on. What did he just say? Modus operandi.
Smokey Robinson's modus operandi was somewhat different with her in February 2020. Smokey Robinson's modus operandi was somewhat.
See, he's showing you right. That was his little letting you know. I ain't new to this, you know what I'm saying? I got to hear one more time. That's cold. I love when brothers be, you know, putting it on. All right, this is the last one.
She worked for the Robinsons from May 2014 to February 2020. He would immediately begin to sexually assault and rape her, causing her excruciating pain. He sexually assaulted and raped her in this manner 23 times.
Damn.
She was forced to resign because she too could no longer endure Mr. Robinson's sexual assaults.
23 times?
Jane Doe number 3. She worked for the Robinsons as a housekeeper from February 2012 to April 2024. Her story is quite similar to the others. Mr. Robinson would call her into his blue bedroom where he would sexually assault and rape her. This occurred approximately 20 times. And like the others, she quit in April of 2024 due to the repeated sexual assaults against her.
I mean,
Jane Doe number 4. She worked the longest as a housekeeper for the Robinsons from October 2006 to April 2024. He raped her in 3 of their homes, namely the Chatsworth home, the Las Vegas home, and the Bell Canyon homes. He had a preoccupation of fondling her breasts and touching her all over her body against her will. She too quit in April of 2024. The obvious question that one will ask, and I suspect most will, why didn't they report Robinson's criminal misconduct to law enforcement or go public before now?
Exactly.
As I said before, these women were all low wage earners living from paycheck to paycheck. They all feared missing a payday and not being able to pay their rent or buy food for their families.
So they fear missing a payday. So we gonna let him get this off for a payday later on, as he looks as a pirate right there. So, because 23 times, 20 times, the first lady was 7 times. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot of advances. And then, ladies, if you work for somebody and they tell you, hey, Mary, come on, come to the garage. Is that not a red light? I'm just saying. I don't care what language you speak. You know what a garage is. So when you get invited to the garage, hey, come around the corner. I mean, and women, and unfortunately, nice looking women, they've been approached all their life by pervert ass dudes out there that somehow find them, if they're younger than them, attract. So whatever the case may be, that part been going on since beginning of time, inappropriate. Come on, he go the SHANNON move, but the timing is what we tripping off of. So you got women now that's coming at Smokey after being how many years they say? This is 2023. They all work 20 sometimes, so they didn't work for him for a few years. So if you now I don't know if you gave in once and figure hell this that, but once again, it's the documentation situation. But let's let them cook. Y'all drop some what y'all think about what y'all have heard so far. I don't what y'all thinking about it. It sounds like Smokey might have a case now. I don't know.
And also, Smokey's Robinson celebrity status intimidated them and all made them feel powerless. I want
Yeah,
to
I
add
understand
that these four women were afraid of shame, familial humiliation, and embarrassment.
that.
The stigma that still exists in some cultures that unfortunately blames a rape victim for the assault perpetrated against them. And having to tell their husband and children of these despicable acts against them left them overwhelmed with shame and embarrassment.
Now that we not doing over here 219 TV, I got daughters, what I'm saying? And I got this situation right here, these are subjects, these is touchy subjects in the communities, households, and there's bras. So any slime ballers on this shit need their head peeled. Just is what it is. But sometimes they you gotta let God handle these situations. So when the women is you don't know who. Now had he was Smokey probably a little pervish once he got older. You okay, but my thing, the whole thing is that you're not never condemning a woman say a dude made her feel uncomfortable, anything with it. I got daughters, so any motherfucker out here that's trying to make you feel like you grown older than what you are, or the situation is you think you like me, you really like me, girl, you want me, all that old crazy shit. So I get it, man, but the timeline of these, like they say, but at no point a person we gonna always question the criminality of it. First thing I want is harm to somebody, jail for somebody in that situation. So, and even your family should want the same thing. They should want the person locked up or dead. Period. One of the two, So when they don't press and it's for y'all and nobody felt like going to the police. Everybody felt like we don't want to go to the police. I just wanted to get paid. So maybe sometime this is why they wait for however long they gotta wait to go more money route than legal court route. Cause court cases, it becomes a case and we gotta get questioned and it's a trial and we got to ask you, well, what really happened on this day? Was you really over there trying to kick it and flirt, get an extra tip? Because you was doing that before you met him. You just found a big tipper. So of course you wasn't gonna leave that, but that's a whole nother. But right now, where y'all at with this? Where y'all at with this? This is one of our idols. This old shiesty, light skin on light skin, black on black. He look like old hater. Look at him. You ain't no Smokey. Felt like his hair was just as pretty as why y'all like Smokey. This I'm showing y'all. You know, this crazy right here. This a Drake right here.
So throughout their dreadful experiences with Mr. Robinson, all four women remained silent because many of them worked at the same time. Too embarrassed to reveal their assaults by Mr. Robinson to each other. Once they broke their silence, an avalanche of emotions began to flow between them. Hence, they're all here today. These courageous four women have collectively decided to come forward and share their experiences of being sexually assaulted by Mr. Smokey Robinson and stand up for their rights, as well as the rights of other women. Particularly those that may be victimized by him in the future. We believe that Mr. Robinson is a serial and sick rapist that must be stopped. We further believe that these four women's testimony as to Mr. Robinson's sexual assaults and battery against each of them will be unassailable and compelling. Our clients, these four courageous women, want and demand justice for themselves, and the filing of this lawsuit is the first step of their journey to achieve that objective. Thank you. Hello, my name is Herbert Hayden.
Now hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute, man. Hold up, bro. Now, what y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that, bro? Because it seems to me as it seems to me, bro, like this right here. Okay, look. Y'all see it. Let's see what they say. Let's see what Smokey got to say first before we show this other lawyer. Let's see what Smokey got to say. Smokey Robinson speaks out after he's accused of sexual assault by four women in a $50 million lawsuit. Look at Smokey, man. Come on, bro. Smokey still got a little player in him, but it say Robinson, former housekeeper, complained allegedly sexual assault on Tuesday, May 6th. Smokey Robinson was accused of sexual assault by four former employees Tuesday. He briefly addressed the allegation, saying he's appalled by the lawsuit. But I can't speak on it right now. That's Smokey went old Detroit player on him. Like, hey, man, I hear what y'all saying. You know what I'm saying? They say, let's read. They say in a phone call with Daily Mail on Wednesday, made the 7th Motown star 85, bruh. 85, man. Smokey 85, bro. He 85, man. So this happened to come on, but look at Smokey. He still look like, girl, you know you want this. You know, that's his wife. So I don't Smokey still could get something out here, man. You know, I bet Smokey could pull him harder than Shannon Sharpe. I bet. Who got money on it? Shannon Sharpe and Smokey in the club. Who gonna pull the most? Who gonna get the most numbers if Smokey and Shannon in the club? That's what me and my man was talking about the other day. So, Smokey done always had his pick, man. Smokey say in the phone call with Daily Mail on Wednesday, I got the 85 just throwing me, man. He 85, so what was he really taking at 70 something? You couldn't push him out the way. But anyway, Smokey say he's appalled Robinson said, I can't speak about this right. That's it. No long drawn out apology statement. Smokey like, yo, man, there's some bullshit. I ain't finna talk about it right now. I'll holler at y'all later, you know what I'm saying? Me and the wife. This is on him and his wife, so ain't nothing to explain because she in the case too. An attorney for the Star did not immediately respond to the people's request for comment. The former Miracles frontman was accused of sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, gender violence, and creating a hostile work environment by 4 Jane Does. I keep telling y'all about them Jane Does, man. Listen here. If you run up on a Jane Doe, you feel me? You run up on a Jane Doe, bro, and you know what a Jane Doe is. You know what Jane Doe is. Jane Doe, if it's iffy, if it's suspect, if it's if you gotta talk to somebody and worry about what might happen later, or if you gotta double think or double talk or double whatever, you feel what I'm saying? With any of them, that's a Jane Doe, man. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what they trying to say. They say Jane Doe worked for the Star and his wife Frances for over 20 years. So this is a 20-year period. So he 85 million, a lot of women, a lot of numbers don't. It's a numbers game. 85. You know, God only give you 100. Smokey at 85. So Smokey living his best life right now. Like, look, man, I don't know when I'm clocking out, but I'm going out with a bang. So he just living his life. Wife probably like, hey, I ain't finna be. She look about 60. She look young for him if he 85. But anyway, uh, 20 years is how long they work for him. So I guess this lawsuit is within that 20-year period. So if he 85, so this happened between 65 and 85. Is that when old dudes get, that's when you're on the other side of that mountain, it's a 100-year mountain, so Frankie's on the other side of that. He 85, bruh. 85. But why try to hit a man when he, you know what I'm saying? And Frank, he got that paper. So he definitely ain't, I know it ain't a money thing. Because he was getting paid. He was Motown's Dr. Dre with the pen. He Smokey put them all. He put them all on with it. He put them all on with it. So what y'all think, man? What is it looking like for Smokey, man? What is it looking like, bro? It said, hold on. The complaint claimed Robinson repeatedly forced his fingers. Oh, his his fingers and penis into their vaginas. I don't know if we can say that all on you, but I'm just reading it. His fingers, he repeatedly forced his penis into their vaginas, causing severe and excruciating pain. So hurry up and get wet. We in this garage. He just was going too hard. And also alleged that he would use physical barriers, force, threats. That he would use physical barriers, force, threats of force, and more, such as locking his bedroom door to prevent the women from leaving during the alleged assaults. Or maybe because his wife was down the hallway. You feel what I'm saying? We got to make this quick. It seems aggressive more so than, I don't know though. But once again, now one thing though, fellas, you can never do anybody. You can't never. My grandma used to always tell me. My grandmother had a saying. She had a saying, and my grandmother's was saying was, "Don't tell me what a nigga won't do. It is what it is. Hate to bleed the word, but don't tell me what a ninja won't do." So I ain't gonna really speak for Smoke like that till we see all the evidence. Now over here at 219 TV, we've learned over my 50 years of life, because when you big 50, you learn. See, you youngers ain't learned that yet. You ain't learned how to assess situations. You know what I'm saying? So we got to sit back, man. We got to sit back and see what they say. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna sit back, see what they say. But as of right now, what they saying is he was very forceful and very, over the line. Say Francis, who Robertson married in 2002, is also named in the lawsuit, though that's his wife, as the plaintiffs allege that she had full knowledge of his prior acts of sexual misconduct and failed to take the appropriate corrective action to prevent his deviant misconduct. Even after settling cases with other women who experienced similar alleged assaults by Robinson. Bam, uh-oh. Now that may be a problem. I was with you. Drop something in the comments, man. I was with him until I just read that. I was with him till I just read that now. That's why didn't I just now see and this ain't prescripted. I was just saying my grandma said don't put nothing past no ninja. Don't put nothing past him, man. And it's saying right, come on, Smoke. He already settled cases before. That ain't gonna look good. That's the quick lick. They seen that. They seen he cashed out. So light skin and his man, they own that. They like, oh, all right, man, let's get this quick. The economy messed up. So it said the plaintiffs who all worked as housekeepers, what I tell y'all, they accused him for messing with the help. I said that before I read this. I put this up in the middle of what I was doing. Anyway, also accused the couple of failing to pay minimum. Oh, that's what it's about. Now, on top of that, you ain't trying to take some ass, and then the plaintiff, who all worked as housekeepers, also accused the couple of failing to pay minimum wage and overtime. So, they say that ain't about money. I'm gonna stop right there. Wait, hold on, man. Let me see. Jane Doe #1 began working for Robinson 2023 and claimed she was assaulted by the star at least 7 times before she resigned. That's what dude was just saying in 2024, according to the complaint. She and the 3 other plaintiffs said they did not report his alleged assaults to authorities for fear of losing their livelihood. You know, I work for Smokey Robinson. They want to say that, so they ain't want to get that up. Livelihood, familia, reprisal, public embarrassment, shame, humiliation. I get that, as well as being threatened and intimidated by. Okay, what do I say? He played himself. Smoke, come on, man. You see right there, Smoking. He still got his swag, man. To the star at least 7 times before she resigned. At least 7 times before she resigned. So they saying that she whatever with the star at least 7 times before she resigned in 2024, which was last year. According to the complaint, she and 3 other plaintiffs said they did not report his alleged assaults to authorities for fear of losing their livelihood, like we just said. So, man, what y'all think, man? What y'all think, man? Drop something in the comments, man. What y'all think, man? The fact though that Frankie, you already done cop the plea. When you cop out the shit, like, cause see, where we from, when you from the hood or you from the gutter, anywhere morally, when somebody certain things that dudes don't let get put on their name. Don't no man want no gay accusations, don't no real man, no man to consider himself. You don't want no gay accusations on your name because you know that's not how you move. So that's total disrespect. You don't want definitely no pedophile on your name. That's total disrespect. And you damn sure don't want no R jacket on your name. That's all. As a man, those are 3 of the things where no man has respect for you for any of those. So any place you go, you not respected with that on your jacket, no type of way. Even if they act like they respect you, deep down they really don't. They just might fear you. That's just another story. But so, what y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that? So, let me know. So, what I want. So, hey, man, this is crazy, man. I mean, they coming at him, but I feel like I don't know how to feel, but they coming for him. So now we finna let's see what this other lawyer, #2 here, what evidence he got. Then y'all let me know what y'all think, man. But they trying to cook Smokey, man. They coming for our legends, man. They coming for our legends. But he copped out to a case though. So I don't know. I'm finna let them cook. Let's see what they got.
I just want to echo some of the sentiments that you just heard from my partner, John Harris. We want to
Look at him.
applaud our client.
Come on, man. Two brothers taking down Smokey, man. Black on black crime at the highest level. That's all I got to say, bro.
It's these four women for the courage that they've demonstrated since they've retained us as their attorneys to bring them justice, to bring to light
Can't believe they going
what
through
they
it.
have endured for countless years until they decided that they'd had enough and left the employment of the Robinsons. So with that being said, at this point in time, I'd like to take your questions regarding the case. We'll go right here with the.
What brought these women together? Did they share their stories together? Because it sounds like some of the employment overlapped. Did they know what was going on with each of them? And did that then cause them to say, wait a minute, this isn't just happening to me, we can come together as a group?
I don't want to get too much into the particulars of the initiation of the lawsuit. Obviously, the women all worked together. Some of their shifts did overlap, and there was a common thread between them that led to the filing of the lawsuit today. For any further questions, I direct you to our email address, press@harrishayden.com.
Can you talk about Frances Robinson's role in the alleged misconduct, what she did and what she is accused of?
Well, I think that the complaint speaks for it in great detail. We believe she was aware of the misconduct by her husband, Smokey Robinson, and that she used their status as well as our client's reliance on their living wage in order to keep them in check. And so we believe that, among other things, is what brings Ms. Robinson into the case.
Do you expect that they will be filing charges will they file complaints with the police as well so that they can investigate this as a criminal matter?
We have not been contacted by the district attorney's office yet. Obviously, we're more than happy to cooperate as best we can.
Does a police report have to be filed by the women in order for the DA to then proceed?
Well, again, no police reports have been filed by our clients as of yet, given their fear of having done so.
But where do you stand on that? Do you want your clients to file a police report now that they've retained you as their lawyer?
I think that's something that we need to discuss with our clients before we cross that path.
Because based on the disturbing allegations, don't you feel like this is something that law enforcement should investigate?
Well, I do think so. Yes, I do.
Are you able to identify Jada 1, 2, 3, and 4? Obviously not their names, but just who's who.
I'll let
No,
Mr. Harris.
we're not inclined to identify them as such and help in that regard. We want to maintain their privacy. And for that reason, we don't want to say who's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You guys are good at what you do, and it wouldn't take long to figure that out.
Come on with it, man. Y'all just got on the case.
Okay, understood. But we're going to keep them anonymous as possible to ensure their privacy.
You mentioned their status being used against them. Are the women undocumented, and were they specifically threatened with their legal status?
So that is not an allegation that we're making. We believe that the fact that these women are Hispanic, they come from cultures that sort of demonize the accusers of rape and sexual assault, that stigma was used against them by the Robinson. Obviously, the employer-employee relationship had a big factor in that as well.
But you won't comment on their immigration status?
Not at this time, no.
I do have a specific follow-up to that question. So in the complaint specifically, it says that one Jane Doe feared, obviously losing their livelihood, familial reprisal, to also include the possible adverse effect on their immigration status. So you just said that you weren't claiming that. Can you clarify that?
Well, I think what we mean by that is that obviously within the Hispanic community, particularly in this climate, there is a fear of reprisal based upon any insinuation that there is an immigration issue. So I think that speaks for itself in their hesitancy in making that an issue in this case.
To come forward?
Correct.
Have you been able to obtain any photos or videos of any of these allegations taking place? I know that for one of the women, the allegations took place in two places, you said, where there weren't cameras. But it sounds like for some of the women, took place in places where there are cameras, the blue bedroom.
Yeah, we do have evidence, although we're not sharing it at this point. We will probably later in the proceedings, but we do have evidence of some of the misconduct.
Evidence in the form of videotape?
Now, see, he asked, look at how they looking. Both of them, shiesty. My man in the bar here looking like, oh, shit, we might have got a little too deep. But evidence, like they said, immigration status. Now, a lot of them, they say they don't want to rock the boat because they could be immigrants just like this whole, especially now. But if y'all don't want to rock the boat, I'm sure they immigrant status ain't changed. I don't know if they have or they got families around them that's still immigrants. So why say something now and create that, bring that light to their situation? You feel what I'm saying? It's like after so many years, and of course, she asked them twice, what's their immigration status? Maybe they was waiting till they papers got right, then filed the case, whatever. Now, if that's something, I can understand that. Like, okay, you did this, I'm going to get you. But then again, the fact that he copped out, though, but these two dudes right here, man. What y'all think? I'm going to let them finish cooking, man. They almost done, man. They almost done, man. This is lynching.
I'm not going to comment, but
Look at
we do have evidence.
Have you heard at all from Mr. Robinson himself?
A willing sex tape ain't evidence.
Any of the allegations?
No, we haven't.
Can you clarify the additional dose, the 1 through 25, what that refers to?
That's just common practice. If more people come to light, it's just protecting the lawsuit in that regard. If we learn of other people that should be named.
I know that one of the women had worked as long as 2012. Do you believe this behavior has gone on since 2012, long before that? Or
We have reason to believe that this behavior has existed for many years. And I think giving the allegations, we're fairly confident that he's a serial assaulter.
Serial assault. My man ain't he finna let him have it. He got some hate. He feel personal.
They were threatened. I won't go into the details.
Wait,
but
hold
they
on,
were
hold on.
threatened. He's a serial assaulter.
So were any of these women allegedly threatened? Were they told, don't say anything or else? Were they threatened with physical harm?
They were threatened. I won't go into the details, but they were threatened in various methods by Mr. Robinson.
And in the complaint, there's also the allegation that they weren't paid fairly or properly, correct?
That's correct.
Can you touch on that?
That's the
Well, for
real.
example, all of them, most of them, I would say, maybe not all of them, they worked 6. They never got paid overtime. They were chastised by Miss Robinson if they tried to eat, if they tried to take breaks. And that's part of the allegations. Just the employer-employee relationship. They violated, we have alleged, numerous labor laws.
But why work there for so long? Why not quit though? That's LA shit.
I don't want to say they were held prisoner, but I do think that they were beholden to the employer-employee relationship.
My man, like, was
with
they
the
held
Robinsons.
prisoner?
which left them in a conundrum of what they should do if they want to maintain their livelihood.
And I might add, one of the allegations is false imprisonment. When he was committing these acts,
took
they
that
did not
ball out of
feel
his hand.
free to leave.
He like, let me get this from you. You about to drop the ball.
Could you restate what you're asking for in terms of monetary relief? What do you see?
Well, $50 million.
And how did you determine that amount?
It's just, we wanted to get his attention. It's a serious to leave.
And we have him on our camera. Could you restate what you're asking for in terms of monetary relief? What do you see?
Well, $50 million.
Restate what you're asking for in terms of monetary relief. What do you see?
Well, $50 million. Well, $50 million. Well, $50 million. Well, $50 million.
And how did you determine that amount?
It's just, we wanted to get his attention. It's a, well, $50 million.
And how did you determine that amount?
It's just, we wanted to get his attention.
So you want to get their attention. I need 50 million. Goddamn, hell yeah, 50 million gonna get anybody. Yo, you got more than his attention. Yeah, you.
It's a serious matter, and the assaults against these 4 women was horrendous and despicable. Hence, a big number.
And just to clarify, you're seeking $50 million total or?
Total, not each claim.
Okay.
Which of the allegations are specifically against his wife? His wife's name?
Yeah, well, all the labor code violations are against her. I'm sorry. All the labor code violations are against her as
He like, you
well.
hurry up, come on here,
I
talk.
think the intentional infliction of
And the
emotional
intentional
distress,
infliction of emotional distress.
hostile work environment as well.
They reaching though.
And what
bro.
can you say about what ultimately made your clients decide to quit and their ability to quit? Was that something they got?
An issue when it comes
Was there
to
ever an NDA involved in
yourself
it?
or whatever the case may be, but
I'm unaware
everybody
of an
don't see
NDA.
you how you see you, man. So understand that.
They
And it's
just
real. So
finally had
let's
enough.
not forget,
Couldn't
GoFundMe's
take it
not life
anymore.
insurance, man. If you in them streets, please put
They
some money in
just
here before
collectively
something or someone
decided
do. You know what I'm
to
saying?
quit.
Then we got enough time. One for this
Are you
lawsuit.
claiming that Mrs. Robinson, his wife, knew about what was going on?
Well, we believe that there was some knowledge of prior misconduct of a sexual nature against other individuals against him. And we're alleging that she was aware of that and she took no preventive action.
Did any of them, as far as you know, come forward to his wife and say what was happening?
We understand that perhaps there were situations where they were resolved informally, that she knew or should have known of the allegations being made.
Now the wife is basically getting caught up because she the wife. So watch who you marry. So what y'all think? That was a long one right there. But what y'all think, man? Drop something in the comments, man. Let's not forget, man. It's just 219 TV Midwest Connected, man. And you know the biggest transition is recognizing when enough is enough. Time is time. You know what I'm saying? And there's some things you can't really live like you used to. But what y'all think, man? Is they tripping coming for OG Smoke Dog? Oh no, but I'm riding with Smoke though, man. I hope he clears his head because a lot of this sound fishy. So y'all let me know what you think, man. Drop some in the comments, your man Mousy 219 TV. And let's not forget, GoFundMe is not life insurance. You know what I'm saying? I catch y'all.